Despite my disquiet over the administration's dissembling over the origin of the attack in Benghazi and the administration's blockheaded refusal to call it what it is, a terrorist attack, that is completely separate, I believe, from what's sweeping through the Muslim world, the violence about this movie. There is no doubt. There were 49 dead at the end of Saturday. I didn't get the casualty figures yet from yesterday or today because it's already the day's already gone over there. But that is a sincere response, however we may be befuddled by it. That is a sincere response from the Muslim street. I know, Noam, you believe it's a mere handful of people, but I think in some of these countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan for sure, Indonesia also, there are many, many thousands that indicate to me that this is more than just a couple of freaks who are upset by the movie.
Well, yeah, maybe that's the case in Pakistan, but the rest of the world, you talk about the protests in Lebanon, you're talking about in Egypt. I mean, it was it was a couple thousand. It wasn't hundreds of thousands.
All right, now we agree, however offensive, that the movie had a right to post it on YouTube, and Google is right not to take it down. We agree?
Yes.
All right, now what do you think about the ads on the New York City subways that are due to go up any minute now because of a court order ordering the transit authority to put them up? The ad reads, "In any war between the civilized man and the savage, support the civilized man, support Israel, defeat jihad."
Well, I think you'd have the right to put them up. Whether I agree with them or not, I don't know. That's another story.
The woman behind the ad campaign is the same lady who fought tooth and nail to prevent the mosque going up down near Ground Zero, downtown Manhattan. Pamela Geller joins us. Hi, Pamela. Hello, Pamela. You there? Hello, Pamela. I don't know.
Guess we lost her.
I don't know. You gonna find her? We're gonna find Pamela Geller, but I want to ask her about that film. I think it really, the ads so intentionally, recklessly provocative. I don't understand what the real purpose is other than to cause upset.
Well, she's going to get a reaction, but it won't be the reaction we're seeing overseas, that's for sure. It'll be one of people just, talking out, speaking out against it.
All right, when we establish contact with Pamela Geller, let me take your calls in the meantime. Oh, she's ready? Hi, Pamela.
Hey, how are you?
Did you hear the intro?
No, I was disconnected. You asked the gentleman what he thought of it. I did not hear his response.
His response was he thought it was a dumb idea. It was awful. No, he didn't really say
I said you have the right to put him up.
Yeah, but however ill-advised it may be, you have the constitutional right to do it. But, Pamela, why are you doing it?
Well, understand that these ads were submitted in response to anti-Israel ads that were running on the New York subway system. It was a campaign that had been running for a while. There was a different anti-Israel campaign that was running also on New York City Metro North. But when I saw the ads in the subway, I submitted my ads as a response to these vicious anti-Israel ads. Now, that was in September of 2011. My ad was rejected, which I was taken aback because a far more vicious ad. I consider my ad not to be controversial. My ad is accurate. Any war on innocent...
Calling Muslims savage?
I was not calling Muslims savage. Read my ad. I said defeat jihad. Any war on innocent civilians is savagery. The tens of thousands of rockets going from Gaza into southern Israel, Ashkelon and Sderot, is savagery. The slaughter of the Jewish family, the Fogel family, the entire family in the middle of the night, beheading the 3-month-old infant, is savagery. The beheading of Wall Street journalist Daniel Pearl was savagery. The blowing up of the bus in Bulgaria with Jewish women and children on holiday is savagery. I did not say Islam.
Oh, Pamela Geller, hold on.
Yes, sir.
You want me to start delineating all the civilian casualties, the women and children who've died on the other side, on the Arab side? I mean, really, when you start getting involved in these things,
no,
my question to you is very simply this.
That's not what I'm doing, Geraldo.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Okay, A, you're talking about collateral. The Israelis and the Americans never, ever target civilians. It is not their strategy, their war strategy. This is a war strategy of targeting innocent civilians. That's different, Geraldo. Let's not be ambiguous
but
about
they're
a
just
very
as
definite
dead.
thing.
They're just as dead.
Oh, please.
Aren't they just as dead? What?
That
what?
is absolutely...
Far more
No,
Palestinian civilians have been
this is a moral
victimized than
inversion.
Israeli. That's the truth.
This is a moral inversion, and it's beneath you. But the bottom line is, I'm doing it because there's only one narrative out there. You have to understand that these anti-Israel ads ran across the country in every...
I don't
city.
remember. Do you remember the ads? What did they say? What did they say?
The first ad said, and just so that you know, you don't know it, and all the media that I'm talking to don't know it, which speaks to a systemic, institutionalized anti-Semitism. But I go to run 10 ads.
Yikes! Because we don't remember what the ad said. We're anti-Semites.
Yeah. Why didn't you do a big story? I didn't say you. I said the media. There's a systemic anti-Israel bias. And why didn't you do a story on it? And why didn't every media that's doing a story on this do a story on that? Because
didn't we? I sort of remember.
We did
vaguely.
that story.
We did
Absolutely.
stories.
Yeah.
It's the imposition of the Sharia.
The MTA. So it was the New York subway. All right.
These are the blasphemy
But why
laws.
are you doing it, Pamela?
Okay.
Why are you doing it?
These are the blasphemy laws under the Sharia. Under the Sharia, you cannot criticize Islam, Geraldo.
Right.
And the attempt to shut these ads down is the imposition of the Sharia. Those anti-freedom riots across 50
But
countries.
what do you get by calling them savage? That's what I want to know.
It's accurate. Truth is the recognition of reality. They are savages. Did you see the Daniel Pearl beheading? Did you see it with the dull knife? I'm going to ask you a question. Was that savagery?
That was savage.
Did you see the pictures of the Fogel family after they were slaughtered in cold blood, the whole entire family?
You know, if you want to talk about the people who killed Daniel Pearl, then put up an ad that says the people that killed Daniel Pearl are savages. Or the people that killed this other family are savages. When you start calling an entire race of people savage, then you have a problem.
Wait a minute. Islam is not a race. So let's not buy into that bogus narrative, A. And second of all, I did not call all. There's no Islam in that ad. There's no Muslims in that ad. And I got to tell you something. I suspect, because moderate Muslims have been on the most receiving end.
By savage, do you mean the residents of the West Bank? What do you mean
No,
here?
I mean the war on Israel. The war on Israel has been a war on innocent civilians. Listen carefully and read carefully. Don't accuse me of
In any war between the civilized man and the savage, support the civilized man. Support Israel. Defeat jihad.
Israel is not targeting innocent civilians. The war on Israel, from the very first, has been a war on innocent civilians.
What's your real motive, Pamela? What's your real motive? To get attention for yourself? What is it really?
Oh, give me a break. Geraldo, that you don't see the justice in this. I want to speak to Willowbrook Geraldo because I was in Central Park and I love that man. I want to talk to that man who understood an anti-life theology versus a life is precious theology. What do you mean, what's my point? My point is there's a vicious anti-Israel bias in the media, and this just proves it, that my ads have caused such an amount of consternation. The bottom line is moderate Muslims, who, by the way, have suffered more at the hands of jihad than non-Muslims and kafir and infidels, should sanction these ads.
This ad, to me, is of a sort with the movie, with the Innocence of Muhammad movie.
No,
totally
it's not.
unnecessary,
No. Well,
totally provocative, totally picking a fight that, trying to piss people off when they get on the subway. Many of them are Muslims that live in Brooklyn going to Manhattan or
makes it uncomfortable for Jews and Muslims.
Or makes Jews uncomfortable because they're sitting under this poster and it sounds like they're picking a fight.
Right.
Well, actually, no one's sitting under it. It's on the platforms. Are you saying to me that you believe that all Muslims sanction jihad and all Muslims hate Israel and all Muslims hate Jews? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying, Pamela Geller, is you're absolutely aggravating a difficult situation, and you know you are doing it. You're in the business of doing it. You're a professional provocateur. I thought that the language you used to fight the mosque downtown was really very offensive, not at all in the spirit of this city, New York City, being a place where we welcome everybody. And here you're calling people savages? Come on.
You're calling me names. I am not. I'm a human rights activist speaking out for the voiceless. Where are you on the Coptic Christians in Egypt? Where are you on the Christians in Indonesia and Malaysia? Where are you on the Buddhists being slaughtered in jihadi wars in Thailand, Ethiopia, Somalia, Bangladesh, the Hindus. Where are you on this issue? How dare you call me a deliberate provocateur? Only because my message is controversial, and my message is a pro-human message, and we're living in such a cesspool, such a low state of the world.
You are a troublemaker. Your raison is to cause attention to yourself.
How about this?
And you're separating people, and we need it like a hole in the head.
I'm separating people so
Yes.
the hundreds of millions that have died in jihadi wars.
You're part of the problem, Pamela Geller. You're not part of the solution.
So the hundreds of millions that have been slaughtered in jihadi wars, they're not the problem. But you're going to kill the messenger.
I'm not killing anybody. I'm telling you, you are not helpful. You are not helpful.
If anybody was listening to this, all you've done here is call me names. You have not debated me.
I called you unhelpful. All right.
There's no intellectual
Pamela Geller?
Who's paying for these ads?
Yeah, who's paying? Yeah, where'd you get the money for the ads?
All money raised on my website, Atlas Shrugs, and my colleague Robert Spencer at Jihad Watch. It's all small donations. And I'm going to tell you something.
Don't tell me anymore. I've heard enough, Pamela. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thousands of emails.
Goodbye, Pamela. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, my goodness. I have a stomachache.
I don't blame you.